What's going on YouTube? This is Erica's for the win. If you guys are watching this video, you're probably a DragonAge fan, or you're at least interested in this game. DragonAge Inquisition still has me hooked. I've been playing this game a lot, especially since I'm done with finals and everything. I've just been having these binges. I think that 2 nights ago I played for like 8 hours. Something ridiculous like that. It was crazy and I couldn't put it down. I was doing this mission called Wicked Eyes and Wicked Hearts. If you haven't played it yet, if you have the game, I wanted to talk about it because it was pretty interesting, hard in some ways, because the first playthrough, the first time I went through it, I didn't really know what I was doing. I was just sort of going with the flow, going through the story, as if that's the way it goes. Like, I didn't have to really find anything or look around too much. I wasn't sure I had to do that. I just sort of went through each room, came to the end of it, and I had to fight a boss, which was really hard because there was no supply box in the area. There is one in the level somewhere in the mission, but it's not at that moment. So I was really low on health, really low on potions, and getting my butt kicked. I could not beat this boss. And so I did some researching and I realized and found out that if I had just looked around more, if I had just paid attention and actually figured out what I had to do, I could have avoided that whole boss fight altogether. So I restarted the mission, did it all over again. I think I lost like 2 hours and started it over. And I did it the right way. The whole point of the mission is you have to get the court's approval. By that, you know, you're at this ball, you're at this party, you have to talk to people, you have to humor them, be really nice to them, say all the right things is pretty much what I should say. Because sometimes it's not all about being nice. Sometimes it's about saying just the right thing, being clever, being coy, having charisma, you know. And so I did that. Got my court approval to 100 at one point. So I was like, wow, this must be how to do it. And then sure enough, I had to find all these materials to blackmail some people. I don't want to give it all away. That kind of does give it away though. But that's the whole point of the mission. You're trying to figure out, you know, how you can expose these people. Pretty much that is like the main point of the mission. And you have to find all these materials and stuff and these secrets, and you have to eavesdrop and like listen to their conversations and figure things out. And it's really interesting, it's really cool. I really enjoyed this mission, especially once I knew what to do. This might be one of my favorite missions. I won't say it's the best one because I've had a lot of them that I've really loved, but this one was more, I guess it challenged me a bit more in like a intellectual way, in a way that like I had to figure out what to do, and it wasn't just about fighting, it wasn't about action, it was like what I do with my words, what I do with my choices, and my exploring. So yeah, if you guys have this game and you haven't done this mission yet, the best tip I have for you is just look at everything. Go to every room, find those, I forgot what they're called, but you have to find these things that open doors, and just be sure and find those as much as you can. And I don't think you have to find them all though, because I went through it without finding all of them. And I just, as long as you have that court approval to, you know, really high, and you find stuff to expose these people, you'll be okay. Because you don't want to enter that boss fight. Trust me. It's not the worst boss fight. It's not the hardest boss I've fought. But it's pretty up there because you don't have all of your supplies. And that's the whole problem with it, is there's no supply box in that specific area. There's only one in the whole mission, and it's in like this secret room, but it's sort of in the middle of what you're doing. So between finding that supply box and going to the boss, you're gonna fight other enemies and possibly lose your health and lose your potions. So you won't be able to supply them again. That's the problem with it. At least that's the problem I encountered. I don't know if I did that wrong or what. Either way, you can avoid the boss and just, you know, do the mission without even fighting, which I highly recommend. You want to do that, trust me. So I'm not going to talk for this whole video. I just wanted to show you guys, you know, where I'm at in the game, what I just experienced. This was actually a couple nights ago. I've done more since then, but this was by far maybe the most intellectually challenging mission, I guess I should say. So yeah, I just wanted to show some gameplay from this mission, catch up with you guys, show you where I'm at in the game, and just talk about the game. I also want to show you guys some, I'm not going to talk the whole time, So yeah, this is going to keep going, but you're going to be able to see some other interactions I have with Blackwall. Okay, if you guys don't know yet, Blackwall is my romance in the game. I've been romancing him, and we danced at the ball, which was like, oh my gosh, I thought it was so cute. But then after that, I end up closing the deal, so to speak, if you guys know what I'm saying. Let's keep this rated PG. And then he just up and leaves. Like, he just hit it and quit it, basically. And I guess something's troubling him, and now as a group, as, you know, the Inquisition, we have to like find out what's going on with him and where he went. But in the moment, you know, my character wakes up from the long night with him, and she's like, Blackwall, like, where are you? And he just up and left like that. So that was pretty funny in an ironic way, I guess. That happened. So I just figured you guys would be, you know, entertained by it. So I wanted to show you that gameplay. And then after that, I was like, you know what? Blackwall's gone. I'm just gonna like do whatever. So I end up getting drunk with IronBull, which was pretty funny. And then I hit on a girl, because I figure, why not? It's DragonAge Inquisition. Let's see how far we can push it. So I was just having fun that night and just kind of exploring, I guess, pun intended, and just kind of like talking to people and seeing what I could pull off. And like, you guys will see it. You'll see in this gameplay. So yeah, I'm going to stop talking. You guys can check out the rest, and I will talk to you guys next time. Thanks for watching. Bye.
We will heal our wounded country. A long road of reconstruction lies before us. But tonight, we celebrate the arrival of peace. Let the festivities commence!
The Orlesian nobility make drunken toasts to your victory, and yet you are not present to hear them. Do you tire so quickly of their congratulations, Inquisitor? 'Tis most fickle, after all your efforts on their behalf.
I would have stayed, but the punch ran dry. Scandalous.
Indeed. Let us see if you take this piece of news as poorly. By imperial decree, I have been named liaison to the Inquisition. Celine wishes to offer you any and all aid, including mine. Congratulations.
Welcome to the Inquisition, Morrigan.
A most gracious response. I shall meet you at Skyhold.
There are at least a dozen young lords and ladies hoping for some time with the hero of the night. Yet, here you are. Alone. Care to share your thoughts?
I'm just tired. This was a long night.
You worked too hard. I can see you're wanting to get away from it all. Before we leave, may I have this dance, Lady Trevelyan?
I'd like that. I didn't know you danced.
I did once, in another life.
Have a drink. To killing a high dragon like warriors of legend. I know, right? Here, your turn. Yes, the second cup's easier. So, they need to be destroyed. Taming the wild, order out of chaos. Have another drink. Nice. To dragons.
So whatever this is and the hangover it's going to give me tomorrow.
Anan.
You all right, sir?
But he would never step foot in a chantry. It should be the first place to which the virtuous turn. It needs to change. Perhaps I must be the one to change it.
Your determination is admirable.
I do nothing that is not worth doing with all my heart.
It's your most attractive trait.